Man, I wish I could date Orlando Bloom.
I think that's her wish fulfillment, which is dreaming about things that will never happen in reality kicking in. I wonder if her mind is using her dream sensor and protecting it from damaging images.
Oh, what a dream! Man, I'm so glad I have my dream sensor, because that would have been a really scary one. Okay, listen to this. I was on a boat on the river, and it tipped over, and I was falling into the water, and Orlando Bloom saved me and brought me out of the water, and we got married, and I woke up.
Wow, that was awesome manifest content, which is what you remember from the dream. Now let's figure out the latent. Well, it says here in our dream packets that you were passing through an emotional time in your life with minimal conflict. The consciousness returned and your thoughts were back on track, but you can't see the chains. You have to make a sacrifice for someone you like in order to become one and unified.
Whoa, that's exactly what I was just thinking.
I'm hungry. Let's go downstairs and eat.
Okay.
Cookie, apple, cookie. I don't know which one I want. I know that the apple is what's best for me, but the cookies are just so good. Gosh, I want that cookie really bad, but I know it's not the best for me. The fruit would be the best because it's the healthiest. My id is like the cookie because I know that I want it, but I shouldn't have it. And my superego is like the apple because I know that it's what's best for me. And I think I'm going to go with the apple because the reality of my ego tells me it's right.
Ew, that's gross.
It's not my fault that my mom overgratified me in the anal stage.
The anal stage?
Yeah, you know, Freud's 5 psychosexual stages of development.
Oh yeah, I learned about that in Psych. So first is the oral stage, which is birth to 15 months, and the mode of gratification is we receive the most pleasure when things are in our mouths. And if you're under-gratified, you develop a sense of rejection, and if you're over-gratified, you become very needy. And the second stage is the anal stage, and the mode of gratification is eliminating waste. If you're under-gratified, you become anally retentive and are very controlling. And if you're over-gratified, you're anally expulsive and very messy.
The third stage is the phallic stage, from ages 3 years to 5 years. The ego is beginning to get stronger, and the mode of gratification is the genitals, not for sexual purposes, more discovery. Oedipus complex for boys, secretly in love with your mother and resent your father. The electric complex for girls is when they're secretly in love with their father and resent their mother. Repression is when all input impulses are pushed back to the unconscious. And childhood amnesia is failure to remember anything prior to age 5 due to repression.
Stage 5, the genital stage, ages 13 to adulthood. Mode of gratification shifts to genitals for sexual purposes. Under-gratified shifts to difficulty with commitment. Over-gratified turns you into a sex addict.